Welcome, everybody. Today we have a very special guest.
I knew early on that I wanted to make movies.
It's such a difficult industry because there's a lot of luck involved.
I mean, look at American Werewolf in London, look at The Thing, look at The Fly. Look at these films that have really withstood the test of time.
I sculpted this Captain Kirk mask, and they didn't sell particularly well, but then John Carpenter came in, said, can you paint one white and spray paint his hair black?
I was maybe 9 or 10 years old, and it scared the living shit out of me.
You're just racking up these people that you grew up watching. They're in your films. Is that surreal?
There were 35 directors there. If there had been a bomb dropped on that restaurant, never another good horror movie.
Benet's Bloody Bits.
Welcome to Triple B. My name is Jason Benet. Today I'm looking at the August 2025 Vinegar Syndrome releases. And we're going to get this started with the Trauma Classic, depending on who you speak with. Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD. This is a 4K release. This is a crazy, colorful slip cover. There's the front, the back. It looks like the same artist who possibly did the artwork for the Culture Shock releasing film Thrust. Very similar kind of style to it. I've never seen it. I like some of the Trauma stuff. A lot of the stuff that's the original productions, not as much as the stuff that they acquire. But yeah, I will be owning this because this is part of my subscription. So it will never look better than what it's going to get with this release. Now, Vinegar Syndrome has got some Larry Fessenden films coming. Originally, these films were put out on Blu-ray by Screen Factory. Now they're coming out on 4K. So we have the films of Larry Fessenden, Volume 1, Habit and No Telling. I haven't had the chance to look at these. The films of his that I have watched, I didn't really care for. Kind of slow burn, kind of genre films. But again, I'm going to give these a shot because I can be proven wrong, which I have been in the past. So Habit and No Telling. And then we have a Blu-ray debut of a film that I really enjoy, a cool creature feature from Manny Cotto, who also directed Dr. Giggles. This is Playroom from 1990. I've been wanting this for a while. Also known as Schizo. Loving this artwork. This is what gets, not just me, but I think a lot of physical media collectors the most excited, is the new to disc stuff. And this is it. I'm glad this is finally coming out. This has got Christopher McDonald, who's in a lot of Adam Sandler films. A good amount of extra features. The director has passed away now, so probably not going to see anything with him unless it's archival footage or interview. But yeah, Playroom. Very cool that that's coming out. Excited. And we also have a VSA, Robo Warriors. This looks to be in the style of Stuart Gordon's Robot Jocks with James Remar. You know him as Dexter's dad. Yeah, I'm going to pick this up. 90s, sci-fi, anything like Robo Jocks. This is kind of cool. Never even heard of it. Obviously a direct-to-video kind of deal. But yeah, I'm already like excited about what I'm seeing between Playroom and Robo Warriors. And then through VSL, we have Castle of Evil. I won't be grabbing this one, but I know there are people that enjoy this film. It's probably a little bit too kind of mundane. Oh, that's the right word to put it. Doesn't look too exciting. But there'll be fans of it that'll want to grab it. Cinematograph Mixed Blood from Paul Morrissey. Still can't get totally behind this line. I know Justin LaLiberty at Vinegar Syndrome is the man in charge of these titles. They just aren't doing much for me. Also, The Woman Chaser. Yeah, I will be passing on those two. And then we have Dystropix, Confessions of a Psycho Cat and the Fat Black Pussycat. Yeah, this looks to be like kind of like softcore TNA. If this was like 70s or 80s, I'd probably be all over it. And this appears to be, it's got to be 60s, right? 67. Yeah. So that one I will not be grabbing. And there's some other stuff in here. But I want to go over to the partner labels. Let's see if I can find something in here. Bona. Break. I'll click on it if it catches my eye. My Crepitus, I Never Left the White Room. Looks like kind of cool. Saturn's Core. I don't think I own any of their titles. I like my lo-fi, low-grade kind of films, but that one seems to be not even a guilty pleasure looking kind of film. Okay, we have something from Shudder, Revealer. I'm liking this Cthulhu-esque H.P. Lovecraft kind of cover. Kind of like gialli kind of lighting here. But I'll hold off on that one. And then we have You're So Cool, Brewster, the story of Fright Night. I'm thinking Fright Night's probably due for some 4K release. One of the best horror films of the 80s, actually of ever. Just Roddy McDowall, William Ragsdale, directed by Tom Holland. Love that film. That's cool. I think this is something I can wait on. I can see it being attached to another release down the line. But yeah, let's look at the main titles here. I mean, Sergeant Kabuki Man, 4K. The films of Larry Fessenden, Volume 1, 4K, in a Blu-ray Playroom. And the VSA of Robo Warrior. So I think it's getting better. What you're seeing is, and this is normal with Vinegar Syndrome, you're starting to get closer to the fall, the winter. August, this is the titles. This is what we're going to get. September and October, November, that's going to be like the best titles of the year. So I'm excited. Playroom alone on Blu-ray. That's something I've been asking for the longest time. Vinegar Syndrome's putting it out on Blu-ray. Robo Warriors looks like a hoot. And I'll give the Larry Fessenden and Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD, give them a fair game, fair shot. I'm always willing to check out films, even if they are out of my comfort zone. Now for September, what we're going to get is an Italian Collection 3 Blu-ray disc sets, Larry Fessenden horror double feature. So that's kind of like the volume 2. I think that's going to be The Last Winter and Wendigo. And then also a beloved early 90s body horror, 4K, UHD, and Blu-ray disc. I have no idea what that can be, but that sounds exciting. But yeah, this is a really good month. I think it's probably one of the best months of the year. And it's cool to see a little bit of original films being put on disc for the first time, because the 4K stuff is cool, but I've said this before and I'll repeat it again. I like 4K, but I don't go out of my way necessarily to buy it. A lot of the films that I own on 4K are just part of a Blu-ray 4K combo pack that usually come with my subscription. And of course, if that's the case, I do have a 4K player. I'll watch the 4K, but I rarely go out of my niche collecting and go after that, just because the price hike is different. Sometimes the picture quality on 4K is really not that much better than Blu-ray. You can play them side by side, and it just depends on the title. But yeah, I'm digging this month's releases. Excited to check them out. What did you guys pick up? What are you guys looking forward to in the fall? I think we're going to get some really good horror and exploitation just around the corner. Thank you guys for watching. Stay scared and talk to you soon.